Hello and welcome to this tutorial. My name is Karstein, and today we want to look at how to make a traffic light. We will be looking to make a trigger that makes the traffic light come alive like this. We will look at how to program lighting in Kismet to make them go like this. And we also want the player to be able to shoot the traffic light and make it stop. To create space for our traffic light, you want to go into the package called HUDeco4 that you will need to load, and we will find a stoplight 0105, and we want to add that to our level. Right click and add static mesh. You want to set the draw scale down here to 2.8, and we can go into unlit mode to see better. And now we can rotate it so that it goes across our walls here, like this. Position it so that it looks something like this. Now we want to add our traffic light. So select this, go to the generic browser and find stoplight 0109. Select it, and then we will right click on our wire here, go to add actor and add interp actor. Now that we have our stoplight selected, and we want to set the draw scale to 1.9, and we want to position it on our wire. Now you want to select the wire as well, and we want to twist it to look a bit downwards so that our point light can shine, down on the ground. So now we're all set up, and let's make our traffic light come alive. From now on we will work in unlit mode. So at once we see our static mesh interactor here is very dark compared to the rest. This is because interactors needs to receive dynamic lighting, and our light here is static. So to fix this, select the light and press F4. Go into light component, lighting channels, and scratch on dynamic. Now we can see that our traffic light is lighted. To create our lights, we need a special kind of lights. So go into browser windows, generic, and select the actor classes tab. Go into light, point light, and point light toggable. And then right click and add point light toggable here. This is the kind of lighting that we will need to use because we want to turn it on and off. Also, as before, we need to make it dynamic. Select this to be the color red. And we don't want this radius to be that big, so let's turn it down to 120. And we will give it a brightness of 5. Now we can duplicate our lighting by holding Alt and dragging down as earlier, and we can go into them and change their color. We want the middle one to be yellow, and we want this one to be green. Move your lights close to the traffic lights, and then we want to set the brightness of the yellow one to 0, the green one to 0. So we want to select our traffic light right here, press the Kismet button, right click and select new matinee. Then we will select our red lights and double click the matinee. We will right click in this gray area, select add new empty group, and select animate red. Then we will right click in that area and set float property track, and then we will select brightness. We want our animation to last for 3 seconds, so grab the little triangle right here and drag it so that it's as close to 3 seconds as you can get it. And then we will move this black thing right here, and we will set it at 1. Then we will add key button right here, and then we will set value to be 0 so that our red light disappears. Then we will drag our black bar a little in front, select add key button again, set the value to be 5. Else our light would gradually disappear, but we want to make it pop. Now we can select our yellow light right here, and we will create a new group called animated yellow. Right click and select new float property track, and again select brightness. Here we want our yellow light to appear when the red one is going away, so we add a new key right here, and we will set the value to 5. And in front of it we want to add a new key, and right click and set the value to 0. We want our light to animate for 1 second, so at 2 seconds we want it to disappear again. So you'll right click and set value to 0, and right in front of it we will set the value 5. Now we will set our green light and add new empty group called animated green, like that, and we will add again a new float property track. Set the brightness, and where our yellow light ends we want our green light to begin. So press add the key button again, right click the orange triangle and set it to 5. Right in front of it we want to add the key as with others and set it to 0. At the end we want our green light to fade away. We do this because our matinee will be looping, so we want it to reset. So this will then be 5. So we can now stop it and press play to see how it works.